loves! I'm back and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful for all of the requests that I've gotten to come back, and after a long and excruciating pregnancy that blessed me with this beautiful, beautiful baby, it has also been a very tired 6 months. So I'm happy to feel the inspiration to be here with you today and to share with you something that has come up a lot in my life, in my practice, and in my personal relationships yesterday. So hopefully we can redirect the focus. If you are somebody who believes that there's always something standing in the way of you and what you actually want. So, are you somebody who constantly is saying there's something standing in the way of you and what you want? If you are, this video is for you. I'm super happy to be here with you about it. So, say this thing is your professor standing in the way of your 4.0 GPA, or say it's your weight standing in the way of your zest for life, or let's say this thing is the man in charge, the super annoying man in charge who just doesn't align with your vision. He's standing in the way of your ideas of world peace. Let's just go here. So if these problems in our mind then could be eradicated, then we could get what we want, right? So the real problem, though, is that we hang out with problems. We dissect them, we label them with motives, and we, most of all, stare right at the problem that we perceive as standing in between us and what we want. So every time we focus on the thing that we think that is standing in the way of us and what we want, we're feeding its imagined power, and it's imprisoning us, locking us into a bitter, resistant power struggle with our will and what we perceive its will is to keep us from the thing that we want. It's like some tease on the other side, and this thing is standing in the way of us. So we're here to break this. So imagine that our problem is a fence, that we feel caged by this fence, and the thing that is on the other side is the thing that we want, and this person or the situation that's stopping us from getting what we want is actually the fence. So what we very often do is we throw up a temper tantrum about what's standing in the way of us and what we want. And we are tantruming on the ground, kicking and screaming at this fence because we just don't understand why it's there to stop us from getting what we want, right? This is just what we do. So if we could just shift our intention to standing up instead of tantruming, standing up and aligning with what's on the other side of the fence, because we can't see the full clear vision of what's on the other side of the fence if we are on the ground just screaming at the fence, looking through the little holes that it lets us see our vision through. An example of this, I worked with somebody the other day through this process. She wants to move to the Pacific Northwest, and a lot of her fences showed up. The main one was the idea of a job. She said, I have to have a job if I'm going to move out there. I don't have a job. So she's stopping her desire based on what she believes she doesn't have. So she's looking at the problem, which is the lack of job, which how can a lack of job really be a problem? If you can understand that on a metaphysical level. She's looking at this perceived problem that's not even really a problem yet because she has a job actually, but she just doesn't have a job in the Pacific Northwest where she wants to move. So she decides to release the idea of the job. Okay, well, I'm going to attend to my vision. I'm going to attend to my vision. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to connect and align with my vision spiritually, and I'm not going to focus on the fence that I believe is holding me from this. Lo and behold, what does the universe do? The universe actually releases her from her decent job, where she doesn't want to be, provides her with unemployment, so she also has the time and the funds to search for the job that she really wants. But it took releasing her ideas that the job was standing in the way of her getting what she wants for her to actually come to be in alignment, true alignment and clear alignment with her vision. And that is the redirection of this video that I want to focus on. So what's on the other side of this fence is as attracted to us as we are to it. Trust me, if you want it, it wants you too. This might not be a person, it might not be the exact job, but the feeling that you desire is also desiring for you to feel it. So let's align with it energetically and let it guide us to an opening in the fence. And it will, but first we have to avert our eyes from the fence and focus on what's on the other side of the fence. Once we do that, our vision will do the rest. Cross my heart. Our vision will do the rest if we focus on the vision and not the fence that we believe is standing in the way of us and it. If you're filled with angst, staring at the fence, staring at the annoying person, thing between you and your intention, Redirect your focus. Stand up instead of tantruming on the ground. I understand that it's very easy to tantrum, and I also understand it takes a lot of energy to tantrum. And it feels very uncertain to focus on the freedom. It feels more certain to focus on the tantruming. But if you can redirect your focus and stand up and look only at your intention and not the fence that's keeping you from it, your intention is going to align with you and you're going to get what you want. It might not be how you thought it was going to look, but you will get what you want. So give your vision room to show you an opening and let your vision do the rest. If you needed this video today and you think there's somebody else in your life who needs it, share it. And seriously, guys, thanks so much for requesting that I come back, because it's been a long road and I'm very happy to be here with y'all. Have fun connecting to your vision and not staring at your fences, guys.